Next up at UFC Vegas 95, we have Damon Jackson taking on Chepe Mariscal. This might be my fight of the night. I think I'm looking forward to this fight more than any other fight.
This should be the co-main now, but it's not. The Chris Gutierrez is still the co-main with whoever the fuck he's fighting.
Quang Lee. Yeah, I agree. This should be the co-main. This is a very good fight. This is great matchmaking. This is a good fight. I'm looking forward to it.
It's the best fight on the card now.
But it's genuinely a good fight, though. It's not like it's like the best fight on the card sounds derogatory, but this is a good fight on another card that would be good. All right, I explained that very, very clearly. Don't ask me to clarify.
Yeah, I didn't.
We got Damon Jackson, 23-6 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off the decision win over Alexander Rodriguez. He's taking on Chepe Mariscal, 16-6 in his career.
Alexander Rodriguez.
Hernandez, I said.
You didn't say that.
Hernandez. Chepe's 5-0 in his last 5. He is coming off that split decision win over Morgan Charrier. And this is going to be a banger because Chepe is impressive. If you run through his resume, I've mentioned this before, but he has a BJJ championship on there. He has a kickboxing championship on there. He has a collegiate wrestling career on his resume. He's got good, solid striking. He has a willingness to engage in a firefight. He can get takedowns when he needs them. He's an absolute dog with no quit in him whatsoever. Like a manlier dog than that, though. No, that's
what your dog sound like? If you were a dog,
yeah, see?
Jesus Christ. I think I'd be like...
That guy's wife is like, whoa, wait a minute.
I'd be like, I mean, that really... whew, I'm getting a little lightheaded. You know, it takes a lot of blood to fill that thing up, and it's filling up fast, baby.
Listen, I know.
I think my
Hold
dog...
on, I'm not... No, go ahead.
Eep, eep, eep. I'd be like... Rough.
Have you seen
rough?
You know the Bad Friends, obviously, with the Asian dude and the redhead, Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee, and they had a conversation just like this over like a Spanish dog, and he was like, "You be the dog." He goes, "Bark, bark." It was like, I don't know why. Like every time I hear,
can you do a
bark,
turkey
bark? No. All right, Jesus.
Hold on, let me do mine. I have a good one. Hold on.
Yeah,
Stop.
I know it's going.
Here, turkey. Oh, come here, turkey.
Yeah, I saw that was coming. All right, Chepe, back to the fight. Chepe Mariscal, 5-0 in his last 5. The most recent was a sketchy win over Morgan Charrier, taking on Damon Jackson. Now, there are 2 versions of Damon Jackson. There's the pre-hair transplant version. Then there's the current version. He's very public about this, and good for him because he looks spectacular. He looks like 25 years younger. He's a great-looking dude. Fix up the hairline, and it seems to have come with confidence because the Damon Jackson, after the hair transplant, in his most recent fight, looks great, physically and in that fight.
Relax.
He's a very good grappler. He snatches things up in scrambles. He's willing to slug it out on the feet, but he'll use that mostly to set up the takedowns. He doesn't really have a lot of power in his hands, but he does throw some heavy shots, immediately look to wrestle. He's got a low 35% takedown accuracy, but he's got plenty of cardio, plenty of forward pressure to work it to the ground when he needs to. He is coming off that grapple-heavy win over Alexander Hernandez, where I thought he looked great the whole time. His striking looked improved. Then obviously he was dropped in the third, which was a little like, uh-oh. And this is the first time in the UFC that Chepe Mariscal is a favorite. And it makes sense, right? He's a very well-rounded guy, heavy pressure. He can wrestle. He can strike. He's an impossible guy to break. You're not just going to beat him up and break him. But honestly, as much as he should win on paper, there's just something nerve-wracking. He's minus 200 right now, not plus 200. There's something nerve-wracking about Chepe as a favorite against the guy with high fight IQ in Damon Jackson. I am going to pick Chepe because he is a very good wrestler, and he wrestled in college. So even if Damon wants to come forward with that wrestling pressure, Chepe might have an answer for it. Chepe can certainly slug it out on the feet. But if Damon Jackson comes in here just grinding with the high fight IQ that he has and wrestles his ass off, it could be a different outcome. So Chepe's going to be the pick. I think he's okay to bet on, but I would not overly expose anything there because Before I hand it over, oh, wishy-washy, and sorry for the warning, guys. Sorry for the warnings. There is something to be said about these people who grind through wins, all of a sudden the big favorite. We have seen it time and time again when you're back on that train and it all just comes falling apart. Chepe's going to be the pick, but, you don't have to bet on every fight.
Grind on me. Relax your mind. Take your time on me. You like that song?
Never heard it in my life.
God, man. Listen, I'm probably a little bit biased here, right? I've had a lock of the week against Damon Jackson. Chepe's been 2-time lock of the week winner. I love Chepe. That's my absolute dog. One of my favorite lock of the week highlight videos I ever put together was for Chepe. It was an absolutely incredible video. I'm still proud of that one. So if you want to go check that out, you can on whatever lock of the week video that was. Chepe is a hard guy to gauge because he is so well-rounded at everything. Angelo mentioned it. He's got wrestling. He's got jiu-jitsu. He's got striking. He's got toughness. He's got cardio. He's got that nonstop dog mentality. Arf! But he doesn't do anything. He doesn't do anything like really, really well. Like, and that sounds like it's like kind of like dissing him. He does everything really well. But when you talk about Chepe, what does he do the best? He's just
tough.
Yeah, just tough. Super well-rounded. He's just a very well-rounded guy. And when you have people that are favorites, and especially when they start getting up at minus 200, minus 300, minus 400, you want to be able to see where they have a very clear-cut advantage. I believe Chepe is better than Damon Jackson everywhere. In the striking, in the wrestling, even in the grappling, in the cardio, even slightly in the toughness, even though Damon Jackson is a tough guy and he has ruined me before. But, there is a world, as you mentioned, where Chepe, gets kind of out-wrestled a little bit or out-grappled a little bit. Damon Jackson, formerly known as the Leech, now was Action Jackson now because of his brother. There is a world where he could drop one of these early rounds. And if this is 1-1 going into the third, this could turn into an absolute fucking dogfight. And we've seen Damon Jackson excel in dogfights. We've seen Chepe excel in dogfights. So I believe Chepe is the better fighter. He has all the tools. But I'm going to steal a page from Angelo's book here. Very small book, a lot of pictures. I'm stealing a page and saying that, yes, I do believe Chepe is going to win. I did bet him with my money. I didn't play him straight up because I have a weird feeling about this fight, but he should be the better fighter. He is going to be my pick. I do have money on him, but there's just something weird about this fight where there's so many people that are like, oh, Chepe's going to destroy him. And it's like, Damon Jackson a lot of times doesn't get destroyed. And then it's like, but I'm going Chepe.
Yeah, so we're this might be the most aligned we've ever been. Like, we're very aligned on this. Like, we both... No, that's a disservice to them. These are two decent looking guys. We're both on the same side. We both recognize how tough the other side of this fight is. Chepe, like you said, well-rounded, should be able to get it done. I'm not going to spend the $9,100 though. It could be a dog fight, could make something happen. I'm not going to spend the $9,100. I think there's other places where I'm far more confident in the winner to spend that money. You agree or no?
Brittany Jackson in the chat. By the way, Brittany, how are we doing? Welcome. I can't remember if I've seen your name here before, but it's always good to have the female audience in here. Last live stream that we did, we had Amanda Hebos in the live chat. She was chatting up, and it's just always good to have that female presence. I'm very pro female, very very pro woman, very love beautiful women, love being around women, love talking to women, love conversing with women. Even just kind of looking at them from afar, right? There's a lot of times I'll be just in the gym and I'll see a girl across the gym and she looks at me and I wasn't looking at you, but I was, and just kind of too embarrassed to really kind of walk up and say hi. But there's always that part of me that really does want to. Obviously, there's a part in all of us that wants to, be that guy that's like the confident guy to go up and talk to a girl that's, oh, hey, how you doing? And all of a sudden the conversation starts. You leave with the number, and then the number leads to the date. But really, for me, I'm always in that position to where I always imagine those situations. I feel like I do have the charisma to be able to approach a girl like that. But at the same time, it's just, what could go wrong, right? And you stumble over one word, the conversation's over. So it's one of those situations where you got to have to weigh, what are you going to do? Are you going to be that guy, or are you going to save that moment for another time? Because you might be more confident down the road. And what if you fuck it up now, where down the road you're going to be more confident, more suave, and you're actually going to be able to pull that girl? So I'm one of those guys that when I'm in the gym, it's just, I'm going to wait for until I feel like it's going to be that moment. And I think in the world, in life, a lot of times you have to wait for your moments, right? Not everything is going to be what you want to be all the time. You got to be patient. You got to sit here and you got to wait for when those doors open, right? And just because a door is closed, you think that door is closed, right? I can't.
I knew it. No, I knew it. I was like, he wants me to save his dumbass, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I knew it. I was like, he wants me to save his dumbass, and I'm just gonna I'm not saving him.
I was gonna go for hours.
Oh, and I was gonna let it happen.
I was gonna go for hours, man. I couldn't. Damn it, dude.
I just got my phone. I'm like, we'll ride this out.
Damn it, dude. The second I transitioned to the doors, I was like, oh, I could fucking go forever on this. And I fucking broke. I don't know.
I knew it.
Chepe's going to win.
I knew it. Yes, we're both on the Chepe side.